So big changes are coming up in PTE Academic and PTE Academic UKVI from 7th of August 2025. Hi, my name is Rashid and I'm from Ace Language. In today's video, we will be focusing on the biggest changes in PTE Academic that happened since its introduction. We will discuss what are the changes and how they might impact you, and we'll also try to give you a bit of an idea about how we will approach this kind of changes or this kind of updates. Now let's talk about the two biggest one. Pearson is going to introduce two new question types in PTE speaking module. So in the speaking module from now on, instead of 5 question types, from 7th of August, you will be getting 7 question types. New question type number 1 is summarizing group discussion. In this question type, 2 or 3 people will have a discussion and the length of the discussion will be between up to 3 minutes. Once the discussion is finished, you will have 10 seconds to prepare yourself, and then you will have to summarize the discussion and give your answer in 2 minutes time. More on this type of question later on the video. The next question type that will be added to PTE Academic and Academic UKVI is not completely new. This question type is already part of the test in PTE Core. It is respond to a situation. In this question type, you will listen to a prompt of about 40 seconds. And that prompt will also be displayed as a text on the screen. Once the prompt is finished, you'll have 20 seconds to prepare, and then you will need to answer within 40 seconds. This question type is nothing new. It's already in PTE Core, so we already have a very well developed strategy for this question type, and we'll discuss about it later. The next big change in PTE Academic will be the introduction of human evaluator. Now, you already know November 4th last year, Pearson introduced human review for the first time for Describe Image and Retell Lecture. From now on, apart from the content of Describe Image and Retell Lecture, 4 other questions will also be checked by human reviewer. Another question type that will be checked for its content will be respond to a situation. Another one will be summarize group discussion. And also summarize written text will be checked for content by human examiner or evaluator. In the essay module, human examiner or evaluator will not check content, but they will check development, structure and coherence, and general linguistic range. What do they mean? We'll discuss in details at a later time. Now let's see what other changes are there. To make it more convenient, I will compare the previous version, or the current version to be honest, and the future version that will be introduced from 7th of August. First of all, read aloud is not changing. It is remaining same. You will still get 6 to 7 questions and they will still contribute to reading and speaking. Next is a repeat sentence and there is no change in it. Next is Describe Image, and yes, there are a few changes here. Number 1, the scoring for content will be higher. Instead of 5, it will now be 6. Number 2, the number of questions that you will get in your test will be, from 7th of August, it will be 6 to 7 questions instead of the current 3 to 4 questions. In Retell Lecture, you will be getting 2 to 3 questions instead of 1 to 2 questions, and the content score, just like Describe Image, will go up to 6 from 5. Next thing that you need to remember, for summarizing the group discussion, you will have 2 to 3 questions, and this question type will contribute to both of your speaking and listening module. And for this question as well, content will have 6 marks. For respond to a situation, you'll get 2 to 3 questions and you will have 6 marks for content. We will still have answer short question and we will still get 5 to 6 questions, and they will be right after Retell Lecture before summarizing the group discussion. Now let's jump into the writing module. In writing module, we will still get 2 types of question. However, remember, in the current situation, you are getting 1 to 2 question for summarized written texts. From 7th of August, you will definitely get fixed 2 questions for summarized written texts. And there is one huge change in scoring summarized written text. In the current version, you will have 2 marks for your content. But from 7th of August, you will get 4 marks for your content. And in the current version, you can type the same sentence from your passage to your answer, because there's nothing that prohibits you to do the same, and there's no such instruction that you have to paraphrase. But in the new marking guideline, it clearly says that you have to paraphrase in order to get 4 out of 4. Next is write essay. You will now get definitely only 1 essay in your PTE test. In the current situation, you were normally getting 1, but at rare occasion as well, you were getting 2 questions. But this is not the big change in essay. The big change in essay will be in marking criteria. Previously or currently, essay has 15 marks for each essay. But in the new marking criteria, essay will have 26 marks. First, instead of 3 marks in content, you will have 6 marks. That means writing the main idea properly will be far more important in the newly changed PTE test. And then you will have 6 marks for development, structure, and coherence. And these 6 marks will be judged by human as well. And next is your general linguistic range, which used to be 2 as well, just like development, structure, and coherence. And you will get 6 marks for this marking criteria as well. So, looks like templates will be almost useless if they implement this marking criteria rigorously. Now, these are the major changes in the PTE test that will be introduced from 7th of August. There are some minor changes as well. For example, in the reading module, for both multiple choice single answer and multiple choice multiple answers, you get 1 to 2 questions in your PTE test currently. But from 7th of August, you will be getting 2 to 3 questions. In the listening module, in Summarize Spoken Text, instead of 10 marks for each question, you will have 12 marks. And that extra 2 added marks will be coming from the content. That means for content, instead of 2, you will now have 4 marks. There are a couple of other minor changes as well. For example, for multiple choice, multiple answer in the listening module, you used to get 1 to maximum 2 questions. From now on, from 7th of August, you'll be getting 2 to 3. Same thing goes for multiple choice, choose single answer, and highlight correct summary. One good thing that even though all these changes are being introduced, negative marking has not been introduced for write from dictation. That means you can still follow the current strategy of write from dictation in the future as well. So these are all the changes that we have found out about. Now, don't panic if you have exam after 7th of August. As trainers, we will be taking the test first to test how we can teach these question types and changes to you effectively so that you can go and take your test with confidence. And one more thing, just so you understand now that this test is not a joke, you need to prepare well. But one thing is certain, it is still a very fair test. If you prepare well, you will get a good score. So rather than focusing on cheap and shortcut tricks and tips, focus on building up your skill. You will definitely do well. On that note, we will end today's video. If you need any help, you can contact us on WhatsApp at our Dhaka office, which will be, the number will be 0188998291, or you can contact me directly as well on my WhatsApp. My number is +61 456 446-963. If you think this video was useful, please like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more update. Thank you.